Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering that one simple rule of the universe has changed. Picture it. Not gravity, not time, not the speed of light, just money. Its power, its meaning, its very soul has evaporated overnight. You roll over, squint at your phone, and see your bank balance. Still the same number, but now it glows like a dead star, bright, yet utterly useless. Your credit cards are plastic toys. The bills in your wallet are pretty paper with dead faces on them. The world outside your window is the same shade of gray, but the air hums with a new frequency, the frequency of bewilderment. You climb out of bed, feet cold against the floor, and pad to the kitchen. The coffee machine sputters as usual. You open the fridge, eggs, milk, leftover curry. All real, all still edible. But the grocery app on your phone refuses to process your order. It keeps spinning a little wheel, as if hoping the universe will change its mind. You try again, then again. Then you call your bank, and the automated voice says, "All our representatives are currently assisting other customers. Your estimated wait time is infinite." You laugh, but it comes out dry, like a cough. You open the news. Every channel, every feed, every blinking headline screams the same thing: global currency collapse. No one knows why. No one knows how. Economists stammer into microphones, their graphs and pie charts suddenly as meaningful as cave paintings. Politicians promise stability while their eyes dart sideways. Central banks issue statements that read like love letters to a ghost. And in the comments, people are already trading cans of beans for rolls of toilet paper, as if the apocalypse were a garage sale. You walk to the window. The street is still there, the same cracked pavement, the same leaning lamppost, the same stray cat grooming itself on the fire hydrant. But now a woman is standing in the middle of the road, holding up a hand-painted sign: "We'll sing for bread." A man across the street counters with, "We'll fix your sink for a dozen eggs." A teenager offers, "I'll mow your lawn if you let me charge my phone." You realize that every transaction is now a negotiation between strangers who must decide in real time what a thing is worth. And the answer is always, whatever the other person needs. You check your own pantry. 3 packets of instant noodles, a jar of peanut butter, half a loaf of sourdough, and a bottle of cheap wine you were saving for a bad day. This, you think, might be the bad day. But you also have skills. You can code, you can fix bicycle chains, you can play 3 chords on a guitar badly, and you remember your grandmother's recipe for pickled cucumbers. In the old world, those talents were footnotes on your resume. In this new world, they are currency, literally. You decide to go outside. The air smells different, not cleaner, exactly, but more alive. People are talking to each other without the buffer of screens and price tags. A baker is handing out loaves in exchange for stories. A plumber is fixing a leak in exchange for a haircut. A teacher is offering reading lessons for a basket of tomatoes. You stop at a corner where an old man has set up a bank, but instead of gold, he accepts handwritten promises. "I keep your word," he says, "and when you keep it, I give you a token. That token can be traded for my firewood later." You watch as a young mother trades a promise to knit him a sweater for a bundle of kindling. The old man smiles, and for a moment you see the ghost of interest rates, but kinder. You feel a pang of panic in your chest, the old panic, the one that used to whisper about rent, insurance, retirement. But that panic is fading, because rent is now a negotiation with your landlord, who just wants someone to walk his dog. Insurance is now the neighbor who promises to check on you if you promise to check on her. Retirement is now the garden you plant together, the tools you share, the knowledge you pass to the teenager who mows your lawn. The old numbers are gone, but the new numbers are written in sweat, seeds, and syllables. By noon, you have traded your peanut butter for a bag of apples, your sourdough for a jar of honey, and your guitar chords for a lesson in wood carving from a retired carpenter. He tells you that his father was a shoemaker and his grandfather a blacksmith. "We've been here before," he says, whittling a spoon. "Before money, there was trust. Before banks, there was my word. Before interest, there was patience." You watch the wood curl under his knife, and you realize that the universe hasn't changed, it has only peeled back a layer of paint. But not everyone adapts so quickly. You see a man in a suit, still wearing his silk tie, standing outside a shuttered bank, shouting at the ATM. He pounds the screen, demanding it dispense cash. The machine beeps once, softly, as if apologizing. A woman nearby offers him a cup of tea, not for money, just because he looks cold. He stares at her, confused, then takes the cup with trembling hands. He drinks, and you see his shoulders drop a fraction of an inch. That small gesture, a cup of tea, is worth more than all the gold in Fort Knox because it costs nothing and means everything. As the day wears on, you notice the silence. No car horns honking impatiently. No cash registers beeping. No credit card chips tap-tapping. Instead, you hear voices, lots of them making offers, asking questions, telling jokes. A child trades a drawing for a popsicle. A teenager trades a laptop repair for a ride to the next town. A grandmother trades her knitting pattern for a bag of oranges. The economy has become a living conversation, and you are part of it. You are not a consumer anymore. You are a participant. You find yourself at a community gathering in the park. Someone has set up a long table with mismatched chairs. People bring what they have: casseroles, poems, spare light bulbs, massage skills, bird-watching tours. You offer to teach basic coding to anyone who wants to learn. A dozen hands go up. You laughed yesterday, that would have been a $500 workshop. Today, it's a trade for a dozen eggs, a handwritten recipe, and a promise to water your plants while you're away. You accept, you feel rich, but the night brings doubt. You lie in bed, staring at the ceiling, and the old ghost of money whispers to you, "What about your savings? Your pension? Your children's college fund?" You try to calculate, but the numbers dissolve like sugar and rain. You realize that those numbers were never real, they were just promises written on digital smoke. The real wealth was always the food in your fridge, the strength in your hands, the love in your family, the trust in your neighbors. Money was just the mirror. Now the mirror is broken, and you see the face behind it your own. You dream that night of a world without coins. In the dream, you are walking through a marketplace where every stall has a sign. Take what you need, leave what you can. You pick up a loaf of bread, and the baker nods. You leave a jar of jam you made last summer. No one counts, no one weighs, no one haggles. The dream feels ancient, like a memory from before civilization. When you wake, you feel a strange peace, as if the universe has finally corrected a long-standing typo. The next morning, you walk to the bakery. The line is long, but no one is pushing. The baker announces, "I have 50 loaves today. Who needs them most?" A mother with 3 children steps forward. An elderly man who lives alone steps forward. A student who hasn't eaten in 2 days steps forward. The baker hands each of them a loaf without asking a single question. The crowd does not cheer. They just nod, as if witnessing the most natural thing in the world. You are the last in line. The baker looks at you and smiles. He says, "You look like someone who has finally stopped counting." You laugh, and the laugh comes from somewhere deeper than your throat. He hands you a loaf, still warm, and says, "This one is not for sale, it is for you." You bite into it. It tastes like morning simple, good, enough. You walk home, and the street feels wider, the sky feels taller. You pass a neighbor planting flowers. She waves at you without expecting anything back. You wave back, and for a moment, you both just exist together, separate, free. You open your front door, and the house feels different, not smaller, but lighter. You take the bread, break it in half, and put one piece on the table for no one in particular. You sit down, the clock ticks, but it no longer sounds like a countdown. You realize that you have been poor, but you have never been without. The afternoon passes like a soft song you don't need to remember. That evening, you write a single line in a notebook. "I am enough." You close the notebook, and for the first time, you don't need to read it again. You sleep without dreams, not because nothing is there, but because everything is already here. The next morning, the sun does not rise because there is no sun in this world. But the light is everywhere. You step out, and the story ends not with a bang, not with a whisper, but with a step.